Monkey.
What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to another video. This is your pregame prediction for the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants on Thanksgiving. Both teams are 7-3. This is the second time that they're meeting this year. Let's talk about it.
Down the field, Lamb, 10, 5, victory! Touchdown, Ezekiel Elliott. How about the rookie Micah Parsons? What a play!
Defense wins championships, but the Super Bowl is won by the quarterback.
Before we jump in, be sure to hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe for more Cowboys content because we're going to be going the entire year. Like I said, the Dallas Cowboys are 7-3. They're taking on the New York Giants, who are also 7-3. And very interesting matchup. Obviously, for the NFC East, playoff implications. This is the second time that they're playing. First time the Dallas Cowboys beat them 23-16 back in Week 3 on Monday Night Football. And a huge thing with that game is the Dallas Cowboys did not have Dak Prescott. In fact, they won with Cooper Rush. If you want to know Dak Prescott's all-time record against the New York Giants, he is actually 8-2. Yes, 8-2. He owns the New York Giants, and so this is the first time he's going to be seeing them this year. The Dallas Cowboys have a huge game ahead of themselves. They came off a big dominant win, like we said, against the Minnesota Vikings. If you haven't seen that post-game reaction video, be sure to check out the channel. You'll see that as well. But the Cowboys, what we're looking for most here is the Cowboys to be consistent. That's what we want to see as fans. That's what the team wants to see. We want to see if this team can put up another good dominant performance, which they have the opportunity here against the New York Giants. The Cowboys are 4-1 at home. They're very good at home. The only time that they lost a home game was the season opener against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Otherwise, they have been dominant at home. They're 3-2 on the road. This is not a road game. It's a home game. And so the Cowboys have lost 3 straight Thanksgiving games. This game is Thanksgiving's supposed to be celebration. It's supposed to be family, food, and football. And most of the time I get 2 of those 3 things, but for the past 3 seasons I've been missing that football element because the Cowboys have lost 3 straight. They lost to the Raiders last season in overtime. They lost to the Bills. They got spanked by the Washington football team. It's just been bad. So I think it's in our best interest that the Cowboys blow out the Giants, that the Cowboys get a win here on Thanksgiving because they need it. They need it. They need to avoid 7-4 for playoff implications. But to sweep the New York Giants would be something big. So let's jump into this game here. Let's talk about the Giants' game plan. As always, I am your unbiased, realistic Cowboys fan, and I got to tell you how it is. The New York Giants are 7-3, and they are 7-3 for a good reason. They're a good team. Now, they're not as healthy as they should be coming into this matchup today. So I think you may see that affect them long-term in this game. They're missing some talent on their team. But they're very, very similar to what the Cowboys do successfully. Their defense has been solid, and I would argue that it's underrated. Their defense has been playing solid. It's part of the big reason why they're 7-3. But their offense really pushes the game through their running back, Saquon Barkley, who's a very special talent, and he's having a great year, and I cannot be more happy for him having such a comeback year. He's a great player. So the Giants have a very small margin of error in this game if they want to pull off the upset, and right now the Cowboys are 8-point favorites at home against the New York Giants. There's a very small margin of error for the Giants. And if they can run the ball, if they can establish the tempo that way and eat up time of possession, and if their defense can keep Dak Prescott and the boys off the field, but also, here's the third component, is Daniel Jones just cannot run the ball. Last week, they got blown out by the Lions, but it was because Daniel Jones ran for more yards than Saquon Barkley. If you're a Giants fan, you can agree with me the fact that cannot happen again. Saquon Barkley has to be the guy that you push this offense through. And Daniel Jones, even though he can attack you multiple ways, whether with his arm, even though that's not really much of an attack, but with his legs are kind of the primary thing that he can use against you. It can really open up the offense. Daniel Jones needs to throw the ball. He needs to be confident enough to make some big-time throws on third down in critical moments if he wants to extend drives and give his team their best chance at winning this game. And like I said, it's a very small margin for the Giants. And they do have a game plan that can win this game. They do have the offense and they have the team that can upset the Cowboys, but are they going to be able to do it? It's a very small margin of error. And I think also, too, the Cowboys, the Cowboys would have to help out the Giants a little bit with a few turnovers. And I would predict maybe a fumble or an interception to keep the Giants into it. That's what the Giants would want to happen. Do I think it's going to happen? No way. No way. Now, do I think the Cowboys are going to blow out the Giants? I don't think so. I think that's really naive to think that the Cowboys had a dominant performance over the 8-1 Minnesota Vikings. So now they're going to, win 50-10 over the Giants. That's just unrealistic. That's, the Giants are a good team. They're 7-3. They're fighting for their season here. They're fighting for a good playoff spot, and they got something to prove out here. If this is a statement game for them, this would be it for them. And so they definitely want to come out here and play their best. My prediction for the Thanksgiving game for the Cowboys and the Giants is I think this defense feast. I think we have 6 sacks on Daniel Jones, and I am predicting again that Trayvon Diggs gets his interception. I feel it. I think he's going to get it. Those are my defensive predictions. Now let's jump over to the offense with Dak Prescott. Now, like I said, he's 8-2 all time against the New York Giants, and I think he's going to have a fun day against the New York Giants. Same thing here. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Don't think because we won 40-3. Don't get naive. Don't think you're better than everyone else out there. Just stick to the formula that won you the game last week. Run the ball. Let Zeke have a 100-yard day. Let him jump into the kettle pot again for Salvation Army. Let Tony Pollard do what he does best. It's that simple. I don't really have to go into depth about what this team needs to do because we've seen when they pass the ball over 30 times, and we've seen the results of when they pass it under 30 times. This team, Dak Prescott and the offense, just needs to rely on that run game, and Dak Prescott just has to take care of the rest. He just has to make those big-time throws in those critical moments, and I think he's going to do exactly that. I think the Cowboys should win decisively, and I think my prediction here for the offense, it doesn't involve Dak Prescott, it doesn't involve Ezekiel Elliott or Tony Pollard. I actually think CeeDee Lamb is going to have a big game come Thursday, and he's going to have such a big game in the classic uniforms. He's going to look so good out there with this amber face shield. He's going to look great. I think he's going to go off. This is his Thanksgiving game. I'm going over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns for number 88, CeeDee Lamb. And last but not least, my prediction for this game, as you cannot already tell, I feel like the Cowboys have this. They should win this. They're the better team, even though the Giants are the same record, and they're not as healthy as the Cowboys right now. But all in all, the Cowboys should win this game decisively. I think it may be a little bit close at the beginning, maybe 14-14, 10-10, something like that. Just a little something in the first half. But the Cowboys are built better. They're able to last longer here. So I think the Cowboys run away with this game in the second half, and they win 31-20. That's my official prediction for the Cowboys and the Giants on Thanksgiving Day. But be sure to comment down your score prediction for Thanksgiving. I want you to know down below, and who do you think is going to be the X factor in the game on Thursday? Be sure to like and subscribe and follow me on all my social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you, and I will see you Thursday for the holiday game. Go Cowboys!
Down the field, Lamb, 10-5, victory! Touchdown, Ezekiel Elliott. How about the rookie Micah Parsons? What a play!
Defense wins championships, but the Super Bowl is won by the quarterback.